Today I have my friend with me, Mohammed, who I introduced you to in the ad for the tour as for the last year or so that we've been planning this. I will be doing additional tours, and I hope that I will be working with him in the future. This is the most fun I have had in my entire life. Traveling to Morocco is amazing. Now, what we're going to be doing today is formulating hamam. Can you tell me what? No, formulating halal. Can you tell us what halal means?
Halal.
Halal.
Halal is something that it is religion. It's something that we only Muslim people can do, and it's not something that against our religion. You know?
Yeah, so if it's halal, then every ingredient is permitted within the
Absolutely.
Muslim religion.
Absolutely.
So you can't put things like pork products in your, like you can't use like a pork based glycerin, for example. You can't
Absolutely.
use, certain oils, right? You can't use lard, make soap, and sell it in Casablanca, or you'll probably get in trouble.
Absolutely.
You certainly won't sell much soap, will you?
Absolutely.
No matter how good you think it is. So I've been studying this, and I'm really excited about it because we're going to do everything from perfumes to serums to soaps and try to stick as close as we can to halal. I've even put on gloves because I'm not even sure, because they're, I just want to make sure I'm within. If there's something that I do, please tell me in the description below, because I want to be following the customs of the country that I'm in and the people that I admire so much. And so without further ado, tell us a little more about yourself.
So, hello guys again. This is Momo from Morocco, and such a pleasure having Jennifer again and again in Morocco. And I hope that she will be coming more and more and more with more of you guys. I want you to know that Morocco is a really beautiful country with a lot of things to discover, and I promise it's gonna worth it.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing more with him than you will with me, because, you've seen me do what I do in about half an hour on YouTube. We'll be focusing more on culture and tours, and then we'll be making the things that you want me to make. So if there's something that you want me to make, I can make it. I am going on my way to becoming a certified cosmetic chemist. I've already done a lot of different certifying courses, and I'm really excited to share all this wonderful information that I have. And I have specialized in particular African and Moroccan products. And you'll see things here that you will see all over the place in Morocco, but you won't see in North America. And I'm really excited to share some of those things. So today, I got my friend to pick up, my son, my Moroccan son, to pick up some ingredients that are authentically Moroccan. So can you tell me about this one here?
So this is the Nila powder.
Yeah.
You cannot find it anywhere else except Morocco.
And it's not indigo, is it? It's a mineral base.
It's not indigo, and it is 100% for the ladies,
Yeah.
and it makes the skin whiter when you use it.
Yeah, it's in everything. When you go into the Medina, there are entire stalls that are dedicated to Nila products. And we're going to put a little bit of Nila in half of our things, I think. Which, because I've been working with it, it makes a beautiful natural colorant. It feels good on the skin, and I'm excited to explore it even more this time while I'm here. I'm going to look at some of the usage rates that they're used to using here and try to get closer to that. Because whenever I encounter a new product, or a new ingredient rather, I'm cautious because I have very, very sensitive skin. And that's one of the reasons my company is called Gentle Soaps, because I want the products that I produce to be gentle. And yes, it's spelled with a J because my name is Jen, but literally gentle with a G. So we're also going to be using a few other products. So what's this one here? This one in the brown bag.
This is the red clay. It's also for the ladies. And you know better than me.
Yeah, the first time I encountered the red clay was in the hammam, and that was quite an experience. And I'm really excited this time to have a even more authentic. I'm going to go with a friend, and we're gonna help each other, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do it right.
Right, pardon me, can you please tell them about the experience that you had with
Oh,
us
yes,
last
it
time in
was-
the Hammam?
It was unforgettable. And I'm not sure I should.
It was an experience.
It was an experience. There were a lot of us together, and it was something that was not something that anyone was expecting, really. And it was, for me, it was not a big deal. For others, it was a little bit of a culture shock.
Absolutely.
But it was overall, by the time we finished and we partied with the family that we were with, and we danced and we sang and we ate and we got our hands headed, everyone was having an amazing experience that they will never forget. So Moroccan hammam, definitely something you should try.
Absolutely.
If you're shy, go to a private spa. If you don't mind your body.
If you shy once you get inside, but after you finish the hammam, once you get outside, you are totally a different person, and the relationship between you and the people you get inside with is totally different.
Absolutely, totally different. And there's this bonding that goes on between women, because in the hammam, the men have their rules and their things that they do, and women have theirs. And I can honestly say that my hair had never felt softer, like in months. I don't know what kind of shampoo that young woman used. Her and her mother, I believe, helped us, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I really did, and I am looking forward to it. And this month, as soon as possible.
This time and in the future.
In fact, my friend Almas, Ali and I are going to go to Vancouver and have hammam together as well. So it's going to be fun. It's a really fun, really culturally unique experience. Hammam is
It's
one of my
something
favorites.
from the other part of the world, you know.
Exactly.
It's a new experience.
And another thing you'll experience with me in the hammam is our Moroccan brown soap. Now, Moroccan brown soap here is the best Moroccan soap I've ever tried. It stayed beautiful. So if you buy good quality Moroccan brown soap, you are not going to be disappointed. So what's this next product? Hold it up. Nobody will recognize it by its look. Hold it up.
Here you go.
But what is it? Tell us what it is.
We call it rasool, and it's also for the ladies. And every lady in Morocco, they use it in the hammam, only in the hammam. They put it on them before getting inside the hammam, and they just wash it after the hammam.
It's like a body mask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you are totally different after.
Yeah, it's got nice exfoliation properties,
Absolutely.
detoxing your skin. I mean, there's a lot of information out there what Moroccans use it for, and you should Google it, and just make sure you stick to your trusted sources, because there's a lot of information on the internet. It used to be.
They also use it on their hair.
On their hair, yeah. Oh, a hair mask.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Guys, do you see where I come from, Morocco? You can't teach yourself unless you're able to learn from others. Yeah.
To experience it.
To experience it, exactly. Now, is there anything else that we need? So what kind of water is this? Can you tell me what that is? Because as much as I can, I'm going to be using products from Morocco.
This is
today's
mineral
project.
water, okay? The kind of water that we buy from outside.
Mhm.
It's not tap water, and it's 100% safe to use and to drink in Morocco.
Yeah, so it's purified, right?
Absolutely.
And because it's mineral water, I've been reading on the internet, and I don't know if this is true or not, we're going to test it, that mineral water is very, very good for the skin, that all of those minerals get absorbed and help with making your skin appear more healthy, clean,
Bright. Soft.
and soft, yeah, which water does, any kind of water. But we'll see if it's better or not. We're testing these claims that you'll find on the internet, and I'm excited because there's Arabic on this bottle. So it's definitely not from Canada. We have good water too, but this is authentic, and I can attest that the water here that we get when we're on our tours is not going to make you sick. You will feel hydrated, and it is so wonderfully warm here, you guys. I am on the coast of Casablanca, about 300 meters from the ocean, in this big, beautiful mansion.
Massive.
Massive. I had no idea that I was renting an apartment. When they said apartment, I was thinking small cubicle, kitchen, very small bedrooms, maybe some, tiny, like you would get it in Airbnb in Vancouver, for example. Or Airbnb in Vancouver was as big as this room, and it had a kitchen and a bed and another room, and a washer dryer, which was great. But this, I'm gonna have to take you a tour of this.
Well, I'm surprised. Like next time, I will follow your lead.
Can you tell them what we found downstairs? It was pretty cool. This house has 3 levels. 4 levels.
Yeah,
4 levels.
4 levels.
Yeah.
It's a massive crib.
What's downstairs?
And downstairs is a surprise.
Yeah. You're gonna really be surprised. Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a
So
studio.
don't give it away. Don't give it away. Not to come back for the tour. It's something that it just made me excited, and it explains a lot about the owners of this place, which was really fun to realize. But I can't give any of that away because that would be.
They should come to know that.
Yeah. That we're really
Leave some
excited to
surprises.
share. Yeah, really. We'll be leaving like 4 stars. This is really fun. We have a private pool. We have access to the roof, and like we could have barbecue up there if we wanted. And it's got this wonderful spiral staircase. You can see the ocean. You can see the city. It's incredible. So come and see what we're doing. Let's get started. All right. So I know that North America is early on. Hopefully you're seeing that we're live. If you're not, that's all right. Please leave your comments below, and I will answer your formulated questions. I will answer any questions that are appropriate to the dialogue today, and let's get formulating. All right, so the first thing,
And for me, so
thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.
I'm not a very good host.
Enjoy.
Would you like one? Because I'm going to make one. Let me tell you what it is. Because
Yeah.
I was planning on making one for you.
All right,
So
thank you.
just wait, and I'll show you really quick. And
Okay.
I'll introduce things. So this is a mister. All right. So we're going to make a simple solution cosmetic. It's a facial mister with mostly water. The bulk of it is water, but we're going to add humectants and oils from Morocco, so that when you mist and spray, you're hydrating and cooling yourself at the same time. And it's a little nano thing, so when you push the button, it just mists. And but it has to have stuff in it.
Okay. I'll wait.
Hopefully they'll all work.
I'll wait for a stop.
Yeah. You go ahead and have your shower. And it's been a long, hot, sweaty day.
It
but,
was a terrific day.
it
You
was
are
amazing.
most welcome. In your next.
I'm so hot right now that I'm going for a swim. I've got my Moroccan swimming suit.
Oh, really? Are you gonna swim right
I
now?
am. After this done, I've got like a long swimming suit.
Oh, really?
I love it. Yeah. I'm gonna go for a midnight swim. We have a private pool, guys. You gotta come for the tour.
Well, I'll go first. If that's the idea, I'll go first.
Yeah,
See
you
you
go ahead
later.
while I'm doing this. Yeah, it's really fun out there. So I have one student who has decided to stay up. The rest will get their misters after, but it's a win either way. Most of the people are here for the tour, and if that's what you're interested in, that's okay too. Okay, so what we're doing is a hydrating mist with ingredients from Morocco. So let's get formulating. If you join in on this tour, if you join in on the class, the Moroccan master class that I'm designing, you will get all of the formulations, you will get personal consultation with me, and you will get the formulation, of course. So we're going to be using a product that I made with you a few days ago on a live, this Persian date extract. We're going to be using argan oil, the cosmetic grade from Herboristerie Bath Avenue, which we're going to be visiting tomorrow. Again, I'm using a good quality water that's mineral sourced here. We're going to be using the Edelweiss hyaluronic acid horse chestnut serum in here in the active phase, and we're also going to be using a solubilizer, polysorbate 20, for all of the oils, and we're not going to fragrance it. Normally I would use a rose hydrosol or a neroli hydrosol. We have people in our group who are sensitive to smell, so we're not going to be using any of those things. So if you want to put a natural touch and additional Moroccan flair to this product, you can use the neroli floral water or hydrosol, or the rose attar, or even rose hydrosol. Now we are going to be visiting the Davies Valley, which is the Valley of Roses, and hopefully we'll show you some roses that are in bloom. Last week was the tour, was the big festival, so we did miss that. Unfortunately, we couldn't calculate months in advance when the flowers would bloom, but we tried our best. The next tour, however, will be in the fall, and we'll be going to different locations. So if you've been on tours with me or Mohammed before, we will be going to different venues, and I will be actually exploring some of those venues at the end of this tour, Shafshuan, and hopefully I will be, inshallah. Shafshuan, Fez, and Rabat, I think. I could be wrong on that. Our guide is gone, so I'm not sure. And so far we have had others in the tour decide to join us. So let's get started with this amazing formulation. So to start with, we're going to go with the phase A, which is basically 2-100, but since I've done all of my math and calculations, I'm going to just lower this camera, which is doing the, so it can see, and you all can see me, so it's all good. So we're going to measure out the mineral water. Now, because mineral water has minerals, we are going to use a chelator in this. My intuition tells me we need to. Now, for those of you who've been on my live feeds before, I'll often troubleshoot. So if we have trouble with this formulation, it will change in the master class. If mineral water is not suitable, we'll go back to distilled or deionized water, and which is the standard for purified water. But I was really excited when I read about all of these, health, skin benefits. People it was saying that rosacea and burning, and I'm not going to make any medical claims here, but it might help to hydrate those conditions nonetheless. It can never hurt. Hydration isn't about adding oils. So often we think that if you have dry skin, you need more oils. That's not true. You need the right amount of oils for your skin type, and probably an occlusive if you have dry skin, but you don't need more oil in your serums, you don't need more oils in your lotions. You need the right amount to make proper oil serum or lotion, or cream even, and no more. So use a variety of liquids that give you the skin feel that you like, but keep that high percentage of water in there, because water is the thing that's going to hydrate your skin. Okay, so remember that. Water is a hydrator, so please don't reduce your water and add more oil. You'll just mess up the microbiome of your skin. So we're going to do the measure out of this. There we go. So the majority of it is water, because this is a hydrating mist. Now, a mist is a solution cosmetic, is what we call them in cosmetic science. So I am missing I'm missing a tool I need to grab. For some reason I took them all away. That's why I didn't leave the frame. This is a beautiful kitchen that we can cook in while we're here. We have a fridge. Oh my gosh. We had tea. We had Moroccan tea. I don't know if you can see that in the frame. It was amazing. We just went into the neighborhood and had tea. I'm just going to put the excess in here and really went over. But we've got a lot of actives and softening ingredients, skin humectant ingredients. Ah, come on. There we go. So I'm going to set that aside. Then we're going to do our tetrasodium EDTA. Now, tetrasodium EDTA is done in a low percentage, so make sure that you're not formulating for soap when you're doing your measurements for that. I'll just give you that little clue right there. It's not the same. It's a very tiny amount. Now, I am traveling with my cosmetic travel kit, which has almost everything I love in it. Like literally, so much wonderful stuff. Oh, perfect. Okay. I was looking for the percentage, I put it above my face because I needed it with the water. And I'm going to add that directly to the water to dissolve. Now I'll give that a little mix. We're a little bit out of frame for the light. And I just want to make sure we don't have any crystals in there and that it's completely dissolved. All right, that looks good to me. So I'm just going to empty this out. I'm not even sure I'm going to need it. I probably won't. Yes, I will. I'm going to do this so we get every little bit of everything in there. So that's used. Next ingredient I need is our oil phase ingredient. So let's see. Now we've got a few more water phase ingredients. I'll measure those out. Jenny, I've got my personal assistant here, so she's going to be in this next check. Could you find me some more of these? I need about 4 more of them. Grab enough. All right, so the next thing this is Jenny Lee. Well, if you see her, say hi to Jenny too. All right, so I'm just going to tear this, and we'll add our glycerin ingredients. Glycerin-based ingredients. So we've got. Thank you. Thank you so much. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. So she's a professional actress, so I'm really, really lucky. And she's doing my videography today, which is amazing. You should see some of the pictures she got at the Hamas do. I'll be posting some of those for sure. All right. Just need a little bit. How much of that was too much? I think a little bit more. A little bit of date in here, which I haven't taken out. So I'm going to go ahead and swish that in. Because I don't want to make more dishes than necessary, and this is perfectly sterile. And anything that's residual will be going back into this particular vessel anyway. So the next ingredient is a lemon bioferment. I'm hoping that the lemon bioferment will help with the pH adjusting. We will be doing a pH test to make sure it's in the ideal range for the microbiome of the skin. However, as I've been reading quite a lot about microbiomes and stability in cosmetics, it's a little bit of a misleading statement for a cosmetic company to tell you that their product is pH balanced, because all of our products are pH balanced. They're not pH balanced because everybody else isn't. They're just making a claim that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So keep that in mind when you're buying cosmetics, natural or not. Also keep in mind that water has a pH of 7, skin has a pH of about 4.5. Now, within an hour, if you put water on your skin, it's right back back to where it needs to be. So don't sweat it if you've got a water product that's less than 7 and you can't adjust it because of the actives you've used, okay? But if you can, ideally, adjust it to 4.5 to 5.5, depending on the needs of your actives. So always remember the needs of your actives when you are setting your pH. It's not a matter of just being pH balance that makes your product a good one. All right, so I've got the lemon bioferment in there. Now the next thing, let me just put them over here so don't forget anything. And the Edelweiss hyaluronic acid serum is next. Now I did make this online in front of you, and it's a 1% solution. So go to that live stream and watch. And if I didn't give you a basic formulation, please let me know and I will add it if that's something that you want. Now, horse chestnut is something I use in all my hyaluronic acid complexes because it helps. There's scientific documentation that says, and that's good enough for me in this particular case, whether or not this product will perform on that level, I'd have to do that efficacy testing to tell you the for sure. But for my skin, which is where this is going, this stuff is amazing. It is really incredible. And until people start telling me that my skin is particularly not amazing, I have no idea why people stop me on the street, literally, and say, "You have amazing skin. What are you doing?" It happened to me on the ferry on the way over here. 2 ladies stopped me and said, "Oh," because I had my daughter with me and it was a conversation. And then they're like, "Your skin is amazing." And I said, "Yeah, I'm 50, almost 55. I'm 54 years old this year." And they're like, no way. When I was in, so we're gonna add this to the water phase. When I was coming back from Las Vegas, there was a young lady who was like, "What do you do?" And I have no idea why my skin is my skin. It could be just good genetics, but I do a number of really fun things to prolong the elasticity and general appearance of my skin, because that's where I focus most of my studies for the last 5 years is on anti-aging. And I have noticed a change in my skin. I had deep grooves in my forehead for a while there, and I just went through my routine, and this Edelweiss extra actually, I've been using it long enough that I'm seeing a difference. So if you haven't tried Edelweiss, it's another one that I would put on a must-try list. So give it a try if that's something that you're wondering about. All right, so we've got our water phase finished. So all of our water-soluble ingredients are combined. This has little bits of date in it, so a little filter in it. Crudely, because I don't have, I've got a cotton filter here that we're going to use. It's basically a microfiber cloth that we will get through. All right, so because I didn't have time to centrifuge my glycerite, and honestly I like to keep it in there for as long as possible. All those nutrients tend to take a different amount of time and the performance does go up, I have found. All right, the next ingredient are our oil phase ingredients. So I'm going to use a different cup. For our oil phase ingredients, I have chosen, that is water phase, polysorbate 20, that's my solubilizer. So we'll do that one first because we're going to be adding small amounts of oil soluble at a time. And we're going to mix it in this little cup, just to save. Let's see how that goes. I have this just in case. I'm just going to set that aside. It's such a tiny amount, I don't want to make more fuss than necessary on a horse that is halfway around the world. You doing okay, Jenny? We haven't slept in like 48 hours, so if the conversations here get a little weird, I apologize, but I'm running on my last Diet Coke. And the wonderful food that we've eaten. We couldn't actually check into our hotel, so we had to we had to wait, and so we went ahead and did tours, and it was a lot, wasn't it, Jenny?
Yes.
So what did you think of the Hassan Du?
The mosque?
Yeah, the mosque.
It was
Be
beautiful.
honest.
It was beautiful.
Do you think it was worth going in to walk around and see?
The architecture is beautiful, and the tour guide, you know, they do it in several languages. So we had our English-speaking translator,
Yeah.
and then there were a couple other people there. And I think I heard French being spoken. So they have different tour groups in the proper language, so they can understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it was different than the last time I went. Did you realize, and I don't know if I told you this or not, but that ceiling that's facing I want to say Hala, but it's not Hala. It's facing our Holy Land. The ceiling, the whole ceiling is so beautiful, retracts during Ramadan if the weather
That'd
is
be cool.
nice and the stars are there. So yeah, because Ramadan is after the light, you know, after the sun goes down. Can you imagine? Because like there's no lights out that far on the inlet where it is. It's just the mosque there, right? I think it would be amazing to see. And if you have been there, please share your experience if you feel comfortable of what it looked like. It was definitely a holy place. It was wonderful. I'm glad I went. Lots of people of faith there too were there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and measure this out. This is my preservative. Because we're not heating this, like I said, it's a simple solution cosmetic. We're not doing any, we can add all of our actives and a preservative at the same time, and then we'll do a pH adjustment if necessary. I'm hoping it won't be. All right, we're gonna tear again. Next ingredient is our argan. Now I went ahead and mixed my argan with the tocopherols because I just had enough for this amount, and I wanted it to be, I've never seen this done before, but this is another experiment of mine. We're gonna see how it works. Let's just make sure there's nothing else that needs to go in the oil phase. Nope, nope, just the argan oil. Now I'm not using this, this is pure argan. This is tocopherol and argan at a 1% dilution with the tocopherols. 100%, well 99% argan oil, 1% tocopherol. So, and I use a mixed tocopherol. It's one of the ones I really, really like. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that out. And I'm just using the smallest amount because we don't want this to be a greasy spray, but we do want it to have a little bit of emollient properties. Humectant, yes, but also emollient. In fact, I'm going to use this to measure it out so I don't overspill because I'm using the same vessel. That's perfect. I'm getting about, yeah, just a couple of grams at a time, which is nice. Now these thicker oils don't do really well in a grupper. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and just use this little bit. There's just enough here to tip me over my formulation needs. So when making a hydrating mist, this is going to make sure any of the oils that you use, did I get it all over the thing? Yeah. Don't float on top so that they're perfectly incorporated. And this is a percentage that I was taught recently. Works really well. And I do like how it does feel on the skin. So we're going to go ahead and add our phase B to our phase A at this point. So these are oil soluble ingredients. Hopefully it will be a beautiful clear are using natural plant oils, and natural plant oils often do muddy the solution. If you're going to use an essential oil, it won't do that. But natural plant oils will often. We'll see tomorrow whether or not this yes already a little bit. All right, so the last step, I'm going to actually use this after all. And I just used a low shear method. First I need to do a pH test. Make sure we are where we need to be. For the skin, it's natural and bio. If you want to know what that is, you're going to have to take a class. Or come with me to Morocco. Woohoo! Bonus. Oh yeah, we're right where I need to be. Let me see. Perfect. Perfect, actually. I like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and strain this, which is phase C. For those of you who are phasing your formulations, you should divide the steps into phases. It helps you to remember when to add what ingredient. How we're going to do this. I've got the tiniest little friend. Hopefully he doesn't have friends. We are formulating in a warm country. The tiniest ant I've ever seen. Oh, he's nice. Oh, sorry, buddy. He's a nice man. All right, I'm not going to squeeze this. I'm just going to have a little, do another mix. Make sure they're not visible. It might actually clarify. We won't really know until the next day, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. Who do you think is going to want? How many people do you think are going to want this? Do you think Gary would use it?
I think so. The aging population, or those people who spend a lot of time in the sun.
Could you come over here and help me fill these? Do you want to or no? Okay, you don't want to. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that these are sanitized properly. I'm going to make one for Amelia, for Gary, for Mohammed, for you,
And Momo.
for me, Melissa. This one's for my daughter, Melissa. And me. We'll use it. We'll both share. And I don't think Spencer will use it. If he wants one, I have plenty of misters for him. All right, so this, what should we call this? You got a name for this mister? You want to help me come up with a name? I usually think of the ingredients, think of the inspiration. Kind of Casablanca is what was my inspiration for this, because it's so, the warmth of Morocco, the heat of Morocco, it's also inspiration. I wanted all of my guests to be able to hydrate when they start to feel the Moroccan sun is a little much. If you can help us think of a name in the below, please do. I'm going to be, I'll have refills for this. I'll just put the extra in a bottle. If you want some, just let me know. So this is how you fill them, guys. All right. We're just going to, actually I'm going to pour a little bit into a smaller one because it's got a wider base than these. Still may lose a bunch. So I'm just going to pinch it a little, fill it up. About 3/4 of the way. Actually, I'm going to screw it.
You name it after Mohammed. You can call it the Momo Mister.
The Momo Mister. Oh, I like that. Momo. Moroccan Momo Mister. I like that. I like that. That honors both of our favorite Mohammeds here in Morocco. I have a lot of friends I'm going to introduce you to over here that are named Mohammed. It is a very special name. And all of the people that I know that are named Mohammed are very special to me. Alright. That's really good, Jenny. Well done. I'll make sure he knows that we named it. That's awesome.
Because I don't think there's anything online called that.
So
I'd be shocked.
I would too. Now, if you wanted to, you could add Mila to this, but I am focused on the argan oil in this particular formulation. I'm not going to take everything from Morocco and put it into one product because I don't feel that that's an effective use of the precious resources here. Each one has a specific type of product that it is best in. And as I look at what the masters here in Morocco are putting it into as I study the cosmetics, I will introduce some of those to you. Now hopefully, inshallah, which means God willing, this will not leak. Okay, so he's going to slowly appear because we've got a little bit of here's guys, my little bunny is under there. So I know that it's charged enough. Let's do the test. Okay, I'm going to spray it on you. You don't have to get in camera. Is that okay? You too? Or do you want an arm? We're going to do an arm. Your allergy hormone, so we're going to do a allergy test. Hold it. Just spray. Yeah. It needs to be charged. Maybe one of the others is enough for your skin, though. Did you feel it? Did you feel the light? I saw that do the smoky thing. Let's see one of these others is charged enough to actually do the. Pretty intense. It's like watching a babe. It's really neat. In fact, when I first got these, I was doing all sorts of formulations, and one of the products that I was having fun with was a mixture that tastes really good too. So it actually had flavors. So you hold it. This one's got more of a USB charge. So these are battery operated. See that? It's such a fineness. It's beautiful though. I don't know if you're getting that on camera. Let's get close to the camera and fog it up. I don't see it. Maybe. I hope so. It's neat, isn't it? Okay, so it's going now. But there isn't a lot of juice in these. If you could be charged overnight. They've all got their own charges. Oh, I like the smell of it too. It smells good. Even though it doesn't have anything in it that hopefully will cause most people allergens. So this is a hypoallergenic product. Again, another misleading term that cosmetic companies use. Hypoallergenic has lost its actual meaning. So be careful with those claims as well. Test each one and make sure it works. And it is misting, but it needs a charge. And it's not seeming to be leaking. I would store these upside down though in your baggage, and you can actually just dump it out because I will be giving you the formulation. You can just make more when you go home. I'll also send you to suppliers for ingredients. I'm turning it. There you can see it up against the back. See this one? Hopefully you guys can see it too. Alright, so that is it. That is our Moroccan Momo Mister. And we're going to be using these a lot as we are driving. So we're going to be driving a long ways tomorrow. We're headed to Marrakesh, and it's like a 6-hour drive. So we do have air conditioning, but it's a lighter air conditioning than we're used to in the colder climates of Canada. But I like it. I like not going Arctic. And most of our travelers are sensitive to extreme cold, so we don't want to get anybody sick. If you enjoyed this formulation, and if you want to know more, please let me know in the comments below, and I will give you more information for a basic mister. But if you want this particular formulation, you do need to either come to the course or come to Morocco, and I will share it with you gladly. Bye guys! Click like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye. Good. It might still be live. I'm going swimming.
I had to press OK